And welcome back. Will Worsham joins us now for this week's Speaking Legal discussion. Good to see you as always.
Will.
Good to see y'all too.
How's it going?
Good.
All right, we have a question. Let's take a look at it. For today, my son and I were in a pretty bad car wreck about a year ago. I don't think the insurance company is being fair in their settlement offers, but I'm hesitant to sue. I don't want to be the kind of person that sues people, but I don't want to be taken advantage of either. What can I do? What do you say?
Well, you know, this is a great question, and I really like it because I completely understand the sentiment. You don't want to be the type of person
That person. Yeah,
you don't want to be them, but yet, you know, you're being taken advantage of here. And so I kind of like to be able to provide a little bit of perspective here, which is, listen, you pay your insurance premiums every month, or quarter, or semi-annually or annually. You write a check to your insurance company, and you do that, one, because you want to be insured, but keep in mind, you also do that because the insurance company hired lobbyists and passed laws that makes it illegal for you to not buy their product.
True.
And so I don't ever think of it, when we take personal injury cases and we represent folks that are injured in car wrecks, I don't really think about it so much as suing a person for what they did wrong. It's more from the perspective of, listen, we all buy insurance because these insurance companies made us buy their product. They're obligated to pay. That's what they're there for. And that's what they've contractually obligated to do. That's what they've promised to do. And so you making sure that you get back what you paid for, essentially, even though that's not your policy, is absolutely the right thing to do. And to not do that really is giving the companies a free pass.
So you're suing the insurance company, not the person.
Well, let's be specific. First of all, just by hiring a lawyer, you're not suing anybody. You're entering into a negotiation process about settlement, hopefully before you have to file a lawsuit. Now, if it does come to the point where you cannot get an agreement, a settlement worked out with the insurance company, you will have to file a lawsuit. And many times, I don't know if I want to say many times, but there are times when we have to actually file a lawsuit to get an insurance company to go, okay, they're serious, they really are they're not gonna let us just get away with this. And you do have to sue the person because they're the person that committed the negligent act that brought about the accident. And so I understand, we're reticent to do that. We may feel sorry for them. Unfortunately, the insurance company isn't the person that did anything wrong. You know, you have to sue the person. So yes, they do get served with a lawsuit, but they have an insurance company that they have paid for just that exact scenario. So it's the insurance company that has to defend them, or frankly you, if you're the one at fault. And so it's the insurance company that has to pay for the lawyer. It's the insurance company that has to pay the judgment. It's the insurance company that has to pay the settlement. So I understand we don't want to sue another person, but that's the system we have to go through. That's the system that's been created, and that's where the insurance companies live and eat, and that's where we've got to go.
It almost sounds like this person and his or her son has gone it alone up until this point.
Yeah, it really does. And you know, I've talked before about how that's not the best way to do it, because you get into this scenario about, well, I've got an offer, but now I have to hire a lawyer, and they're going to want their fees, and I understand that. And so I would encourage people to go ahead and hire a lawyer right off the bat. Frankly, that might make it more likely that you could reach a settlement without having to go the lawsuit route, because the lawyer's been in there from the beginning and has maybe gotten that reasonable settlement offer sooner than maybe you did on your own. And once again, there's always that problem of, hey, you've made admissions, you've been talking, you may have said some things that have hurt your case.
And it's good to know that, because that's not the first thing you think of, oh, I'm going to get a lawyer, you know. So to have the advice right off the bat and to go get checked out is a good idea.
And I think that's the important thing to take away from this here is, just because you hire a lawyer doesn't mean you're filing a lawsuit or that you're suing anybody. It just means you're getting good representation, good advice, and a skilled negotiator on your side.
Well, it could be at this stage of the game, too, that lawyer might say, you know what, this isn't a bad settlement.
You
know, from experience, just to say, you know, based on what I've been through before and seen.
It's always possible.
You know, anything could be.
And that's all I'm going to say about that.
It's good to get good advice, because these people may think they deserve millions and millions, and it's like, you know.
And we see that too. Sometimes the expectations are a little beyond reality.
A little bit much. Okay, if you have a legal question for Will, email him at wworsham@color10.com. He will be happy to answer your question on the show, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Will.
Thank you.